Hi, I'm Brooke Mills, a Love Has No Color volunteer, and I'm here with Miss America 2018, Cara Mund, at the Fort Peck Indian Reservation in Montana. So today was a historic day. Miss America was visiting the reservation to speak to the children. It is not often that a celebrity like Miss America gets to come to Fort Peck, so we were really excited to have her. Cara, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Before we get started, I wanted to thank Dr. Kevin Pallas for his Love Has No Colors team and Crossroads Chiropractic and our other generous friends for making the visit possible. So, Cara, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I was born and raised in Bismarck, North Dakota. I am an only child from two parents that encouraged me and supported me ever since I was born. I was a dancer. I then went on and started a charity fashion show for the Make-A-Wish Foundation when I was 14 years old. I then went on to Brown University, and so I'm an honors graduate in business entrepreneurship organizations. I worked for the United States Senator John Hoeven, and then eventually became Miss North Dakota on my fourth try, which led to my job as Miss America.
That's awesome. All right, so you've been here to share a message with the students. What was that message, and why is it so important?
Yeah, I shared my story and message of perseverance and determination. And for me, I have had a lot of great accomplishments, but for every one resume of things that I'm proud of, there's 4 resumes of things I never got. But through the perseverance and determination and willingness to, experience failure in order to reach success, I was able to share that message and let them know that if they don't try, it's never going to happen. And at the end, the only one who limits them is really themselves.
Awesome. I was able to go with Cara today at some of the schools, and it was an amazing message that I think the children on the reservation really needed to hear. What do you think are some of the other biggest issues facing young people today, maybe on and off the reservation?
Yeah, so I got to talk with the students, and I think some of their concerns, one was violence against women, specifically on the reservation, and then beyond that was feeling like our voices aren't heard. And in a society where we feel like we aren't treated as equally, we're still not represented equally, and so how do we defeat that? How do we make sure that our voices, our concerns are being voiced? And we had an open discussion, and hopefully it led to empowerment and letting them know that even though there's not always equal representation, all of our voices are valued the same, and we use our voice to make a difference.
That's awesome. And how are you able to use your voice and make an impact as Miss America?
Just traveling around the nation, I change locations about every 48 hours. I travel about 20,000 miles a month. And so although I only have 365 days, I know that the message I share and the impact I make, that's what's going to last a lifetime. From the Make-A-Wish Foundation to Children's Miracle Network to the USO to the students that I met with today and the rest of them across America, I know that by spreading my message and spreading that impact, that's how I'm able to make a difference.
So I have to ask, how does a girl from North Dakota become Miss America, and what has it been like?
Yes, I'm the first Miss America from the state of North Dakota, and I don't think anyone ever expected for me to be the one to do it. And part of it was that it did take 4 years, and every time I thought that was a failure, it was actually just a learning opportunity, and it led me to be that much more experienced for the time I became Miss America. So I think, at the end of the day, what made me become Miss America, the girl from North Dakota, was all the people who said that she couldn't because I was so determined to prove them wrong.
And what have been some of the highlights of your year of service so far?
So I got to be in the Macy's Day Parade, which was really exciting. Growing up, I'd always dreamed of being a Radio City Rockette, and I trained with the Rockettes, but I was never tall enough. And I imagined the day I would get to perform with the Rockettes at the Macy's Parade. And so this year, I had my own float at the parade while the Rockettes were standing on the side. And so that was pretty exciting because I knew everything happens for a reason. And although I wasn't destined to be a Rockette, I was destined to be Miss America. And then beyond that, I did get to ring the bell at the New York Stock Exchange, so that was really special. And then I also got to attend the State of the Union, thanks to my Senator John Hoeven.
That's awesome. And I know probably when you were crowned Miss America, you immediately started thinking about what you wanted your legacy to be after your year of service. So what do you think your legacy will be?
Yeah, I just hope to inspire and empower young girls and boys across the nation and let them know that although it may not have happened before, like for me, we'd never had a Miss America, that they can't be the first ones to do it.
And what did you think about your time on the reservation? We spoke at Poplar High School and Wolf Point, and she did 3 assemblies today. What did you think about your time on the reservation? What did you take away from it?
I think it's really empowering because although I came to spread a message, I think I walked away with just as much info as Miss America. And the kids were very open with me. We talked about being stereotyped. They feel stereotyped. I often feel stereotyped. We talked about perseverance. We talked about self-confidence. We talked about some of the issues facing their years, just in high school, in middle school. It was a great learning experience for me too, because my point as Miss America is to go around the country and advocate for others. And it's hard to advocate if you don't know what their concerns are. And so I'm very grateful for the open dialogue we had and for the conversation that we started. And, I really hope to be able to take that with and make an impact as Miss America.
It was really beautiful to watch. For those of you listening to the podcast, the Love Has No Color mission team has been bringing love and hope to the children of the Fort Peck Indian Reservation for the past 12 years. Over $285,000 have been raised. 6,200 backpacks have been filled with school supplies, and over 250,000 gifts have been donated. And now Miss America has been brought to the reservation. So we're really happy to have you. Is there any last thoughts you'd like to share with us and the listeners?
Yeah, I'm just so grateful for Love Has No Color for bringing me here. And, I hope that I left a message of inspiration and hope and empowerment to these kids. But I know I'll walk away even a stronger Miss America because now I have a great cause to continue to promote over the next 6 months that I serve.
Thank you so much for all you do, Cara. And thank you to our sponsors of this event, Dr. Kevin Pallas, Love Has No Colors, and the Crossroads Chiropractic team. If you'd like to make any donations or for more information, you can go to Love Has No Color at www.savethereservation.org. Thanks for listening.